8th of June 2026. Good morning and welcome to the news on Ayogen Media TV. I am Ashiru Faith Olakemisola and right here with me is
Cecilia Hagbo.
Before the news in details, first the headlines. NSCDC rescues pregnant women, toddler, 21 others from traffickers in Badagry. Rescue remaining kidnapped victims. Article tells federal government after freedom of 360 Borno adoptees.
Peter Obi condemned activist profiling, says crime has no tribe. We won't surrender to terrorists, bandits, Tinubu said.
Now the news in full. Less than 3 months after the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps (NSCDC) rescued victims of human trafficking in Ilado Ogudu, Olorunda Local Council Development (LCDA), Badagry, Lagos, the agency at the weekend paraded 24 trafficking victims and 3 suspects arrested in the area. The 24 victims comprised 16 males, 7 females and 1 toddler. The 3 suspects included 2 males and 1 female, while 2 other suspects remain at large. Speaking on how he entered Nigeria and his omission in the country, Wensu said he did not possess any travel documents when he entered Nigeria. He added that he stayed with a friend in Ibereko upon arriving in Badagry. For more details, you can check the Guardian Nigeria newspaper.
The presidential candidate of the Nigeria Democratic Congress, Peter Obi, has cautioned against the growing trend of linking criminals activities activist groups, describing such narrative as deceived and harmful to national unity. In a post issued to his verified X handle on Monday, Obi said Nigeria should resist the temptation to judge entire communities by the actions of a few criminals, stressing that crime has no ethnic identity. As an Igbo man, I have endured stereotypes, judgments, and labeling solemnly based on my ethnic origins. This is not an isolated Igbo experience. Most Nigeria have, at some point, been reduced to their ethnicity rather than recognizing for true character, he said. Obi noted that many Fulani people are currently facing similar problems because of the actions representing their communities. For more details, check Punch newspaper.
Former Vice President and presidential candidate of the African Democratic Congress (ADC), Atiku Abubakar, has welcomed reports of the rescue of 360 persons abducted by terrorists in Ngoshe, Borno State, while calling on the federal government to intensify efforts to secure the release of the Nigerians in their captivity. In a statement posted on his X account on Monday, Atiku described the development as a relief for the victims and their families, who had endured months of uncertainty since the abduction occurred in March. Atiku expressed confidence that Nigeria's armed forces could successfully end the country's prolonged insurgency if provided with adequate support and leadership. While celebrating the rescue, the former vice president urged authorities not to relent in efforts to secure the release of other victims still being held by the terrorists. For more details, you can check the Vanguard newspaper.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has vowed that his administration will never succumb back to terrorism, banditry, or any form of crime intimidation, while also pledging to double efforts at reducing the economic hardship confronting Nigerians. The assurance was conveyed through the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Senator George Akul, on Sunday during the National Interdenominational Church service held at the National Christian Center in Abuja. As part of activities making the 2026 Democracy Day celebration, Special Advisor on Media Publicity to the SGF, Yomi Odungwa, in a statement said the service team, God of Hope, Activism of Our Dreams, was attended by Senate President Godwill Akpabio, Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives Benjamin Okeze-Kalu, Minister of Foreign Affairs, and the head of Civil Service of the Federation, Mrs. Didi Welsom-Jack. Delivering President Tinubu's message, Akum congratulates Nigerians on 27 uninterrupted years of democratic rule since 1999. He paid tribute to pro-democracy activities of the June 12 struggle, noting that many endured persecution, injuries, and death in the quest. Acknowledging the hardship facing many households, the SGF said the government was fully aware of the economic strain, insecurity, kidnapping, and displacement affecting communities across the country. For more details, check Punch newspaper.
That will be all for today's news. Do have a great day.